You know what? Maybe the drug cartel is the way to go, because how am I supposed to pay off this ticket that I got yesterday? It's gonna kill me. Okay, so it's me, Sicario, speaking in Italian in the Spanish words. So Sicario follows the story of FBI agent Kate Macy, who after her first encounter with the Mexican cartel, she is handpicked to join an elite government to fight against the war on drugs. This government agency tells her like, hey, we have this cartel boss, we're gonna use him to find an even bigger cartel boss, and we need your help. And plus it's kind of a sausage fest in here, so it really helps with our diversity, since she's like, alright, I'll help. And continuously crossing from the Mexican and US borders, Kate Macy begins questioning her ideology and if the war on drugs is something that's worth fighting for. Now I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I barely knew a thing about Sicario like 2 days ago. I knew the movie existed because I got a lot of requests from you guys telling me, Ryan, you should see Sicario, it's really awesome, it's as good as Mad Max Fury Road. One guy said that even though they're two entirely different movies. And so I did see Sicario Brothers and I was blown away. Cause you have Emily Blunt as Kate Macy, who is this idealistic FBI agent who is so by the books, but as time progresses, she begins to change majorly in character. It's not one of those by the books people who are super obnoxious about it like Reese Witherspoon in Hot Pursuit, but they do it just enough to where you can actually get behind her as a character. Cause she's witnessing all this gruesome and disgusting shit that's really changing her ideology and emotional state. She was really good in this movie. Josh Brolin, also really good. He's like one of the leaders of the war against drugs and his persona is just awesome. He's one of those people, he just doesn't care what you think. As long as he gets his guy, that's all that matters to him. But the one who absolutely stole the Sicario Brothers show was Benicio del Toro, because honestly, as of right now, he is my favorite male performance of the year so far. They execute his character as a mysterious figure. As you see this movie unravel him piece by piece, you'll see how dark, edgy, and intense he really is. I would love to see him get nominated for an Oscar for this role, but those silly Academy people and their nominations, because they don't actually nominate good actors. Or the actors that I want to get nominated, just a correction right there. But all around, the acting was great. Everybody did a great job in bringing this movie up as a suspense mystery thriller. Another extremely noticeable aspect that also helped was the cinematography done by Roger Deakins. This guy is a master at what he does, cause he helped capture this cartel world in both a beautiful and disgusting way. Far away, the city of Juarez looked beautiful, but up close, it's an absolute shithole of a place. Totally stole that line from Paper Towns. I don't usually talk about lighting when it comes to my reviews because for me, I talk about structure and all the basics you need on why you should see this movie. But when it's so good to when filming at night is just the correct lighting, I have to throw it out there because it's one of the reasons why you should see this movie. It's a gorgeous looking movie, and I've already said this about Benicio del Toro and his nomination, but seriously, Roger Deakins should get nominated for an Oscar for his cinematography. And the best thing about Sicario is that the screenplay is just as good as it is gorgeous. But it's one of those things where you have to be in a mindset before going in because it's pretty easy to get lost in. I don't know, maybe it's just me because my attention span is just all over the place, but you really have to listen to what these characters say in order to keep up. Sicario is one of those films where you can analyze very closely. It could be a good film for film class actually if you want to get into screenplay or directing. Can't really get into much spoilers either, but once the movie ends, you just feel this grossness and disgustingness inside of you. That's really a word. It's kind of the same way how I got my ticket. Totally sucked ass, man. But in the end, Sicario had great acting, amazing cinematography from Roger Deakins, amazing directing from Denis Villeneuve. The world that this movie captures, it gave this gross feeling to it, but at the same time captured this sort of beauty to it, which was also really cool. And when everything wraps up, it made me want to go see it again because I want to go more in depth with it. Because it's me, Sicario, is an absolutely legendary in my opinion. Thank you so much for watching my movie. Shitty Italian accents for the win. But anyway, guys, I want to know what your thoughts are about Sicario. And I know that there's buzz about continuing or expanding the story. What do you think about that? Whatever they are, leave them down below. And as always, there's a link for my Twitter and my Facebook below as well. Keep in contact with me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But in the meantime, I have to get going to celebrate because it's 200 videos. We reached 200 videos on this channel, you guys. And for us to celebrate, we get to listen to my shitty Mario accent. I'm not gonna go now because it's really awkward.